Thank you so much for meeting with me today to talk about benefits of mindfulness.
Of course, it's always great to see you, Kimberly, even if we can't be in the same office together.
Let's just go ahead and dive right into this topic of mindfulness. So, mindfulness is a topic that has been brought up in the wellness community. We've heard about it. So, I just want to know what exactly does mindfulness mean and what is it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I know that sometimes we get really confused, especially when we hear these spark words and things get kind of tossed around often. Um, First, I think of anxieties, and anxieties often exist because of we are thinking about things that either have happened in the past or things that are going to happen in the future. So, with mindfulness, the goal is to bring yourself non-judgmentally to the present. So, what that means and ways that you can practice that is bringing attention to just something that helps ground you and using a technique that just simply helps you acknowledge what's going on, not only around you, but within you.
What are some benefits of mindfulness? Why should we do this?
So there are a lot of scientifically backed benefits to mindfulness. For example, it can help reduce anxiety and stress. It's even been used to help prevent and treat depression. Mindfulness can help you improve your sleep, reduce fatigue, become happier. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But one thing that I think is super important that people don't really recognize with mindfulness is it helps you pause some habits. So it helps you take your habitual responses to things that go on around you and kind of reflect on why that's happening and then maybe find ways to respond in different ways.
Okay, so now that we know a little bit about what mindfulness is and some benefits, can you share with us how do we practice mindfulness or how can we bring it into our lives?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you practice mindfulness, you can do it in almost any activity you're doing. So whether you're walking, eating, even brushing your teeth. The purpose of this is just to bring your brain to the present in any situation, pretty much. So you can bring your attention to one thing at a time, like connecting to your senses with the moment that you're in, or even just simply observing your breath, how you're actually breathing. It's important to use this mindfulness because, like I had mentioned before, we want to try to find that time to take pause and action that can sometimes just become habits. So that way you can learn ways to maybe respond differently or recognize why are you responding that way. Say you get cut off in traffic, right? So I don't know about you, but maybe your habitual reaction, like mine, is to hit the steering wheel, say something maybe not so nice to the person that cut you off. But when you practice mindfulness, you're actually able to create kind of like a buffer between what happens from the stimulus, like someone cutting you off, and your reaction. So maybe when you practice mindfulness in that situation, you're able to pause, think, okay, my heart is racing, my cheeks are getting a little red, my palms are getting a little sweaty. And instead, you can kind of change your response and you can take a breath, turn on your favorite song, and move on with your day. So mindfulness has a lot of ways that you can apply it to each and everyday situations. There are a few activities that you can do with mindfulness. So not only can you just practice like being aware and conscious of how you're brushing your teeth or how you're walking and things like that. But one of my favorite practices is called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, or just the 5 senses. So it can be really challenging for some people, and it is for me sometimes, but I try to set a timer for 5 full minutes on my phone. And each minute, I try my best to focus on one sense at a time. So for the first minute, I'll focus on what I hear, then smell, then see, taste, touch. And it can be really challenging because a lot of times we think of these things as pretty shallow things. So for example, if I were to imagine touch, for that one solid minute, I wouldn't just think chair and I wouldn't just think how cold the chair is, but maybe instead how it actually feels supporting my back, or maybe how my arms feel sitting on this chair. So trying to really break down each and every sense for that full minute at a time is one way that you can definitely practice. When we breathe, we naturally breathe in our chest. And the older that we get, our breath travels up into our chest. So that's why when sometimes if we have like an anxiety attack or we're under a lot of stress, we have this tightness in our chest. So when we focus on mindful breath, you want to send the breath down into the stomach. And to do that, I found a couple of really awesome GIFs online that I really like. These are on doyou.com, but you can just Google any of these here. And this one's really awesome. So when I scroll through these and try practicing these mindful breaths, I like to take one hand, place it on my stomach, maybe another hand on my chest. And as I inhale here with this GIF, I expand my stomach, then my chest. And as I exhale, my chest falls, then my belly falls. So again, these are just a couple that might help you. They might not, but I really like these. Check them out. There's some super fun ones here. I especially like these. These were from BuzzFeed a while ago, and you get to follow the balloon up and then watch as the ball travels its way down. Even just taking 5 rounds, 10 rounds of these mindful breaths can find more peace and calm in your day. Other resource I wanted to share with you is this website called donothingfor2minutes.com. So this is a super fun one. If you're just trying to be mindful, take a moment to yourself. It'll challenge you. As you see here, there is a clock for 2 minutes and you're not even allowed to move your mouse. It's really great because even if you turn your music on, you can listen to some ocean waves and just focus on the moment of the present space where you get to look at this beautiful sunset and just, do nothing for 2 minutes.
Well, I'm going to take on your challenge today, Morgan, and do nothing for 2 minutes.
Good luck. Let me know how it goes.
Well, thank you so much for your time and sharing these awesome benefits of mindfulness.
Thanks for inviting me, Kim. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Bye. Take care of yourself and each other.
Right.